If you're an introvert, most side hustle content isn't for you. All the approach strangers, network constantly, be your own hype person advice drains you faster than it builds you up. The good news? Some of the most profitable side hustles are perfectly designed for people who prefer working alone, communicating in writing, and producing over performing. Today I'm breaking down the best side hustles for introverts, specifically designed for people who do their best work solo and want to earn money without draining every drop of social energy they have. Off-Clock Hustle logo animation with energetic sound. Welcome back to Off-Clock Hustle. Not every income model requires you to be outgoing, charismatic, or comfortable with constant social interaction. Some of the most consistent earners in the side hustle world are people who built systems and skills that generate income without requiring them to perform in social situations. If you identify as an introvert, you get your energy from solitude, you prefer deep work over networking events, you'd rather send an email than make a cold call, these are the side hustles to look at. Freelance writing is one of the most introvert-friendly income models that exists. The work happens in your head and on the screen. Client communication is primarily email. You work alone, at your own pace, in your own space. The demand for good writers is consistent and growing. Blog posts, email newsletters, website copy, technical writing, case studies, white papers. Businesses constantly need content and rarely have enough in-house writing capacity. Where to find work? Upwork, Contra, ProBlogger job board, direct outreach to businesses in your niche. Pick a niche that aligns with your knowledge or interests: tech, finance, health, B2B services, and specialize. A specialist writer earns 2 to 3 times what a generalist earns. Starting rates: do 5 to 10s per word as a beginner. Specialty and experienced writers charge 20 to 50 cents per word. A 2,000-word article at a 20-word is $400, typically a 2 to 3 hour job once you're efficient. The writing side hustle fits introverts because solo work, asynchronous communication, no cold calling required, growing demand, and scalable income. The dream for many introverts: create something once and sell it while you sleep. Digital products can genuinely deliver this, but it requires real upfront work. Types of digital products with strong markets: Notion templates, project management systems, life planners, client portals. Popular with productivity-minded people. Sell on Etsy or Gumroad, $10 to $50 per template. Canva templates, social media templates, presentation decks, branding kits. Sell on Etsy or Creative Market. High volume, lower price point. Excel and Google Sheets tools, budgeting templates, financial calculators, business tools. Strong demand among professionals. Ebooks and guides, knowledge you have that others need. How-to guides, industry explainers, tutorials. Sell on Gumroad or Amazon KDP. Lightroom presets for photographers. Sell on Etsy or your own website. The introvert advantage with digital products. Once you build the product and the listing, you don't have to interact with customers individually. Sales are transactional and automated. You never have to make a sales call. The work: building the product, creating a compelling listing, and driving enough traffic to generate sales volume. Traffic is the bottleneck. Solve it with Pinterest, Etsy SEO, or consistent content creation. If you have coding skills, or are willing to learn them, freelance development is one of the highest earning introvert-friendly side hustles available. Web development, app development, data analysis, automation scripting. These are high-value, in-demand skills that pay $75 to $150 per hour for experienced freelancers. The communication overhead is relatively low. Most clients communicate by email or Slack, and many prefer minimal check-ins as long as deliverables are on time. For beginners, there's a steep skill-building phase, but Python and JavaScript are learnable through free resources: Free Code Camp, the Odin Project, CS50. Once you have working skills, Upwork and TopTal are where to find clients. The introvert advantage: technical work rewards deep focus, which is where introverts excel. Long stretches of uninterrupted coding time produce significantly better work than constant interruption environments. Introversion can genuinely be an advantage in this field. Not the highest paying category, but extremely accessible and requiring minimal social interaction. Virtual assistant work, data entry, scheduling, email management, research tasks, bookkeeping. pays $15 to $35 an hour depending on skills and client. Platforms like Belay, Time, etc., and boldly connect VAs with clients. Upwork and Fiverr also have consistent VA demand. This isn't a wealth-building side hustle, but it's a legitimate $500 to $1,500 per month supplement that can be done in evenings without much social energy expenditure. For introverts who want a stepping stone while building toward higher earning skills, this is a reasonable starting point. Photography is often thought of as a social skill, shooting portraits, weddings, events. But there's a highly introvert-compatible version, stock photography. Stock photography is exactly what it sounds like. You take photos, upload them to stock sites, Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Getty Images via iStock, and earn royalties every time someone licenses them. No clients to manage, no communication, just you, your camera, and the work. The income from stock photography is slow to build and modest per image, typically $25 to $2 per download, depending on the platform and your contributor tier. The model requires volume. Photographers with 5,000 plus quality images in their portfolio can earn $1,000 to $3,000 a month passively. A more active approach, niche stock photography. Identify categories that are underserved on stock platforms, specific geographic locations, specific industries, specific demographics, and build a portfolio that meets that specific demand. Niche stock photos earn significantly higher download rates than generic subjects. Teaching is often thought of as an extrovert's activity. Online courses flip that model. You record lessons once, alone, and then sell them indefinitely to students you never interact with in real time. If you have expertise in anything, coding, photography, cooking, fitness, accounting, a foreign language, a creative skill, an online course packages that expertise into a product that sells passively. Platforms, Udemy, large built-in audience, lower prices, 37 to 50% revenue share, Teachable or Thinkific. Host your own, keep more revenue, build your own audience. Gumroad, simplest, good for smaller courses and digital products. Price range, $27 to $197 for most self-paced courses. High-end specialty courses in professional niches, coding bootcamps, finance certifications, go higher. The creation process is deeply introvert-compatible. Research alone, script alone, record in your own home, edit alone. The student experience is asynchronous. They go through the course at their own pace, typically with minimal direct interaction. Affiliate marketing, earning commissions by recommending products, is one of the most introvert-friendly passive income models when combined with a content platform like a blog or YouTube channel. You create content in a niche you know well. You recommend products and services within that content. When readers or viewers buy through your affiliate link, you earn a commission. The solo creation process is the whole model. Writing, filming, editing, publishing. No direct selling required. No cold calls. No client meetings. The timeline is the main caveat. Affiliate income from a content platform takes 6 to 18 months of consistent creation before significant income emerges. This is a long game play. But for introverts who enjoy deep dives into specific topics and don't mind the solitary creation process, it's one of the most rewarding long-term models. Being an introvert isn't a liability in the side hustle world. It's actually an advantage in several of the highest earning models. Deep focus, careful communication, independent work, systems-oriented thinking. These are introvert strengths and they align perfectly with freelancing, digital products, and content creation. Pick the model that matches your specific skills and interests. Build it sustainably. The income will follow. Subscribe to Off Clock Hustle for weekly side hustle breakdowns. Drop a comment. Are you an introvert and what's worked for you? See you in the next one.